In this video, we are going to take a look at how we can work with text and variables. We have seen so far that we can store integers and decimal numbers in variables, but we can also store text. And we create the variables the same way as in the previous examples. We use the let keyword, and this is followed by the name of the variable. So when we name a variable, we give it a name that tells us something about what kind of data will be stored in it. So let's name this first variable first name. So we know that this variable will hold data that are first names of different persons. Now follows the assignment sign, and I will assign the name John to this variable. So now the value John is stored in the variable first name, and I can create another variable again with the let keyword, and I will name this variable last name. And I will assign the value Connor to this variable. So now we have two variables, and we would like to print their value to the console, and we can do that with the console.log method, but we would like to print both of the names on one line. So we don't just want to print John first and then Connor. We want to print John Connor on the same line. And we can do this by using the plus sign. And if we use the console.log method, and here we can type in the parentheses first name, the name of the first variable, plus last name, which is the name of the second variable. And now the plus sign will put these two strings together, and we will print both of them. So I am saving the file now, and I am going over to the web browser, and I am reloading the page. So here we see the printout from the code, which is John Connor. But we can see here that there is no space between John and Connor. Both names are stuck together, so to speak. So it would be nice if we could have some space between the first name and the last name. We can do this by adding a piece of text between the names that is a space. So we see here that when we are working with text, our text is written between quotation marks. We didn't have this in the previous examples when we were working with numbers. Numbers, you can just write them as they are, but when you are working with text, you have to write them between quotation marks. So what we need now is a piece of text that is only a space. And we can add this here in the console.log method. So after the plus sign, I am typing two quotation marks, which means that I am putting a piece of text there, and this piece of text will only be a space. And I will put the plus sign on the other side of this text. So now we have three pieces of text that we are printing. We have the variable first name, which contains the value John. We have a piece of text that contains just a space, and we have the variable last name, which contains the value Connor. So now I can save this file, and I can head over to the browser and reload the page. And now I can see that there is a space between John and Connor.